So guys, in this video I'm going to continue working on this website, and now we are going to make it in Webflow, and let's see how it works. So let's start it. Firstly, let's see what do we have in this hero section. We have nice background image, and on that we have some cool overlay which makes the content more readable. Then we have content in a container, and the content has limited width, so it's not stretching to entire screen. Then we have heading, small description, call to action button. Then we have pre-navigation menu, navigation menu, and that's it. Simple and clear. And now we are going to build that in Webflow. But now I'm going to create folder, and I'll name it auto detailing, maybe website, auto detailing website assets. This put here. I'll tell you later why I've created this folder. But now let's move on webflow.com. And this is the website that we've made in previous video. So we need to open that website, and now we have blank screen. Honestly, we have this red colored div block, and now I'm going to delete it. And now what I'm going to do, click on this plus, right nav bar, drag this menu into my body, into the body, and that's it. We have our very first navigation menu for this website. But before we start building the website, let's grab these colors and create them as a variables. We use variables to make it easier for us if you want to change color anytime on this website. So if you would like to be, instead of this red color, green, with variable you'll be able to change it quickly. But if you don't use variables, you'll need to do manually, which will take a lot of time to you. For example, if you want to change it into green and you'll need to change it manually, you'll need to press on each, you'll need to select each element and change its color like this. And same for all colors on the entire website, but with variables it's way more easier. So now when you know this, let's move on the variables. But firstly, let me just copy this color ID, move back, and I'm going to press V on keyboard, which is for variables, and I'm going to click on this plus, add a new variable collection, and I'll name it colors, or maybe in base. Or maybe you don't have to do that because we have base collection here. And now I'm going to click on new variable color. And color slash main color. And we have some group here, as you can see, which is colors slash main color, and this is our main color. And then I'm going to paste that we have copied, and that's it. We have the red color. But also now we need to download this font, which is Inter, because in Webflow we don't have it, and I'm going to check it. There is nowhere Inter, and I'm going to show you how to do that. I'll press on variable here, and then I'm going to click font family, and then font slash main font, like this. And you see, when I write fonts and then slash after that, it creates like a category, so it's easier for us to organize content here. So in color we have main color, in font we have main font. And I'm going to click here, add fonts, and we can choose it from list, and I'm going to write Inter, and I will check all font weights and click add font, and that's it. Just we will need to refresh the page. I'm going back onto variables, press V, click on base collection, and here we should find enter, and that is here. Perfect. So we've learned new about variables and how to install fonts on WebFlow. And now I'm going to click on the body and click here on this purple circle with plus, which is for variables, and I'm going to select the main font, and that's it. So now on the body with class body, we will have everywhere this font. Okay, and now let's create container. As you can see, it has limited width and it's centered. So as you can see here as well, we have container which is from here to here, and let's see how much is that. It is 1060 pixels. So I'm going to click on the container, give it class container, and max width 1060. Center, and as you can see, it's stretching. Perfect. So we have also a container. So I'm going to delete this one. And now, as you can see, the logo is on the other side of the navigation menu. So we need to put logo on the left side and the navigation menu on the right side, which is by default on this pre-built navigation menu, which comes from WebFlow. So let's see how many navigation links we have here. We have 5 links and 1 call to action button. So I'm going to delete these 2 and give it class to this one, nav link, and duplicate it 5 times. Nice. We have home, about us, services, gallery, and contact. And then our call to action button. But now we'll stop with navigation menu, because for call to action button, as you can see, we need this arrow, and we should download it into our folder that we've created recently, which is this one. So I'm going in Figma, click on this arrow, export, and always export icons as SVG because it takes way less. So I'm going to export and in my folder, and I'm going to name it arrow as arrow icon. And now when we started exporting icons, we should export all possible icons that we have in our design, because we will need to upload it, right? And this one I'll call it Facebook icon. As you can see, I'm exporting it here, choosing SVG, and Instagram icon. And now, and on the right side we have phone icon. Let's see if you have something else to export. This reward icon. Arrow, we already export the arrow. And we have also email icon. Perfect. So we've exported all icons on our website, but we will need to export this logo. So I'm going to export the logo as well. Logo, and that's it. And now I'm going back onto WebFlow and create one more link block, and I'm going to call it CTA button. And here we could put text block inside of this link block and write, let's see, book now. Okay. And now, as you can see, the color of this text here is blue with underline. We don't need that. We need white text without any underline, right? So I'm going to click on this link block, which is call to action button. Click on decor here and white color. And for the background color we need the red one. And now, as you can see, this button is not centered with these 5 in the same way. So we are going to click on nav menu, click flex and center. Like this. Great. And also we have on these links padding of 20 pixels. I'm 20 pixels, 20, 20. And here we could put maybe 60. Or honestly, 20 pixels is a bit too much. Oops. 20 pixels, maybe it's too much. We could put 15 pixels. Like this. Great. And 60 pixels is also too much. So I'm going to write 30 and 30. And as you can see, we have some border radius here, which is 4 pixels. I'm going to click on the call to action button and scroll down on the borders and radius 4. Great. And now we should put the arrow, and let's see which font size has this text. 16. And this one 14, and we should put that 16 in the body by default, because we are not going to use 14 pixels at least in the desktop version. And now we should name it like CTA button text content or something like that. I think this is good, and we need to upload the files that we've downloaded from the Figma, and I'm going to select all of them and upload them. Nice. And I'm going to drag this arrow here, and I'm going to name it CTA arrow icon. And I'm going to click on the call to action button, press flex, and that's it. And I'm going to add some margin on this arrow, like 10 maybe. Nice. Okay, and let's see now how this actually looks in a real version on a live website. I'm going to click publish selected domains, and click on this arrow. Nice. We have all 5 links and call to action button with arrow, and looks good, right? But now in the background we have some, as you can see, some light gray background, and we don't need that actually. We need a dark background. Honestly, it is a black background with small opacity. So I'm going to click on the navbar and going to select the black color with 30% of opacity. Okay, now we have something, but as you can see here, when we hover between those two links, we don't have any space. So if you don't want to have any space between those two links, don't do this. But I like when the nav links has some spacing between them, so I'm going to do that. I'll make the padding of this smaller, like 10 pixels on the left and the right side, and going to add margin 10 pixels on the left or on the right. Right, good. And then going to publish it. And as you can see, we have spacing between those two links. And also we will need to add padding from top and bottom on this menu. Now I'm going to add the logo inside of this brand here. I'm going to create div block that will be a wrapper for the navigation menu. click display flex, space between, and center. And now the logo is aligned with the links. Good. Now what we have to do to create this hero section, we need to download the image. And I'm going to name it hero background image. I'm going to upload it but make sure to export the image as JPEG, not as SVG. And now I'm going to press Ctrl+E on my keyboard and create section, which is going to be a hero section. And I'm going to give it height of 100 VH. And on this navigation menu, I'll put position fixed and top. And now I'm going to add the image as a background, click cover and center. And also we will need overlay, so I'm going to create div block, click on this section here, position, we should put position relative, and in this block position absolute, and I'm going to call it hero overlay. And let's see what this overlay has. It has black color with 80% of opacity. And I'm going to click full. Boom. And now inside this element inside this overlay we should put container, and we should put display flex like this and align center and flex child sizing to grow if possible. Get class container, sorry, and like this. Okay. And now we should change the color of these links into white. So color white. And now you can see that these 4 links are darker than this one, and this one has underline. So how we can do that? Firstly, we need to make these links darker, which is about 80% of white. And now this is the current one, and we need to put that this is linking to the home page. And as you can see here, WebFlow knows that we are on the home page and it says current. So current one, and it has blue color. We don't need blue color, we need white with 100% opacity and with underline, which is going to be in our situation border bottom white. And now as you can see, the line is going before and after this home text, and we have that because of the padding, so we need to remove the padding, and this one as well, so to 5. And we need to do for all other links. So 10 padding 5 pixels to top and bottom, and left and right 0 and 5. And we could put margin like 20 pixels now. Publish. Let's see what we have now. Great, we have great progress so far, and maybe even a little bit more spacing between the links, like 35. Great. Perfect. So now we have the navigation menu that we have in the design. Let's move on with the hero section. We have some pre-heading here, and I'm going to add text block here. I'm going to copy it. Subheading. I'm going to call it hero subheading. And change the color into our main color. And now I'm going to copy this content, create heading 1, paste it, and let's see, we have 58, we have font size of 58 pixels. Oops, sorry, font size 58 pixels, line height of 105%, and color white. And also we will need to create one more div block inside of this container and put the elements inside of this block. And I'm going to name it hero content wrapper. And I'll limit the width of that div block to this value here, which is about 700 pixels. So 700, nice. And the description, paragraph, and I'll just rename this class into main heading 1. Paste the content here and hero this description, white with 80% of opacity. Or it's not, no, it's not like that. It's this color with 100% of opacity. Nice. And font size of 16 pixels that we already have. I'm going to remove the margin from this and put margin on the bottom, like 30 pixels, and I'm going to copy the action button, copy, paste it. And now what we have here, the button is stretching all the way within the free space. So I'll try to put inline flex, and we've solved the problem. Great. We can put maybe this font size a little bit bigger, or no. I'm going to make smaller margin here, like 10, 15, and here as well, maybe 20. And I would like to have bigger heading one, but let's see how this actually looks on a live website. Yeah, we will need to make this container wider and font size bigger, like 64 or maybe 75. Yeah, this looks good. Perfect. And maybe we should make the container more wider. This one, maybe like 1150 pixels. 1150 pixels. Publish. Refresh. Yeah, this is better. So guys, in this video we've made actually a hero section so far, and as you can see it's working actually on a live website. So in the next video we are going to continue working on this website. We will need to create the pre-nav menu and all other sections. So guys, thanks for watching and see you in the next video. Bye.